Live.
Outer Haven?
Assemble. See how enthusiastic I was? Just for Nick. Like he's gonna look at me and be like, fuck these kids.
Alright.
No, I
So we're
guarantee
live?
Yeah, we're
We
live.
are.
You guys gonna be so sad.
That was so weird. Okay, good one.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so we're doing chapter 887. Yep. So we got Pound, the hero, was what I called it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, especially this chapter. People were sleeping on Pound, but not after this week.
He's kind of the
I mean, if
Ran
anything,
up on
this
it.
confirms that he wasn't Yonko level. But I'm pretty sure.
Ran up on, no, confirmed he's not Yonko level without his apple juice.
I was gonna say, yeah, he needs that.
Yeah, of course. That's like saying crocodile without his devil fruit. That's like
okay.
saying,
No, yeah, I agree. You guys are right.
He's a hard counter.
that's what I'm saying, bro. You saw him with that bat, Chris?
when he broke the wood over his office.
No!
I was really hoping that would knock him out somehow.
I'm afraid I was gonna lose it, bro.
Would you guys want to rate the chapter then?
This week was a little slow, I'm not gonna lie. Still good overall.
Would you want?
Dude, oh, and you know what? Ed, with that observation?
Yep.
All right. Well, what I would rate the chapter is I don't have a rating. I don't know how I feel about the chapter.
Wait,
It
what?
wasn't bad or anything, but I mean, I'm not sure if I could just say it was good. I can understand why someone wouldn't like it though, but I did like it.
You did like it though, at least.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What about you, Silver?
Like what? One Piece?
Yeah, the chapter. What did you think about the chapter?
Which chapter we're talking
The
about?
current
The
one.
newest one.
The newest one.
I like it.
You liked it?
Um,
Nice. Anything like number wise out of 10? What would you give it?
I'll give it like a 7.
7. Okay. What about you, Blaze?
That's pretty solid. Pretty
Gave
solid.
it a 6.
A 6.
Oh, Blaze.
Blaze
It was
is on-
slightly above average. That's not bad.
Okay.
Slightly above average.
What
'Cause
about
it was like I said, it was a decent chapter. It just wasn't like
A little lacking in some areas. I feel you.
honestly, matter of fact, I don't think the chapter's bad. It's just that at this point in time, it just didn't like move the plot good for me like I wanted it to. But it did resolve a lot of stuff with Pound questions too. Like how does Big Mom select these niggas to be her man?
Funny when we saw that.
Dude, Pound with the crown and shit?
Yeah, I was like, does he have the crown because he married the queen, or was he his own like?
No, I think he
royalty or
got it
something?
because he married her.
I was just say that's kind of what I thought. I was like, he's king of Totland.
Yeah, King of Totland type shit.
Because like when we saw the what were they called, the underground people that showed up to the wedding?
Yeah,
we saw a bunch of people that were just sitting around at the tea party that had crowns and shit that were like guests. So I was wondering, like, does it connect back with that shit, or
all of them
I don't know,
are
it's weird.
That would be crazy.
Like these, I remember it was a table full of these little guys that had crowns.
I mean, it would make kind of some sense because, like, if you're like a king, right, and then like your son or daughter gets born, you'd give them like some of your royalty, like funds and shit like that, like money and whatnot, and that's probably how they got the islands like so like rich or some shit. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, she kind of just went around pirating at the age of 5, just doing shit.
It was hilarious though, like whatchamacallit getting ran over, Pound hitting the nigga with the wood and saying, "Oh, you didn't fall into the ocean." Like
I thought that was gonna one shot you.
Yeah, like
whoops.
Or Sanji just basically doing a tiptoe jump.
Yeah,
that shit was retarded. That was the only thing that was
off the tip of his toe.
Wait, what do you mean? It was retarded?
What are you guys saying?
Dan saying something's retarded.
For the Sanji thing.
Like you thought that was dumb? Like why?
No. Okay. I think it's just
fine with
retarded.
it.
Hey, why?
Because, bro, that shit was retarded.
Are you an anti-fanboy, Dan?
No, he was just in the fucking. Nah, that shit was retarded.
Like I don't know. I just expected something like that. At first, like I was like super confused when I saw it, and then I saw Sanji. I was like, okay, this makes sense. Like I would have expected that. Like I don't know. Like some people would probably say that's
Like what I'm saying is, we didn't see any setup for anything this chapter, Chris. We just saw him like literally. They're like, oh, it's floating, and it's like, oh no, Sanji's lifting it with, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That's
just
what
looking
I'm
at King. I
saying.
don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not like a feat or anything.
No, it's not a big deal at all. I just think it was retarded.
I mean, like,
we never saw where Sanji was at this whole time.
That's what I'm saying, Blaze.
I mean, he fucking ran under the cart. Is that too hard to believe?
That's a little hard. Sanji, the man who moves faster than the eye can see, it's a little hard.
Nah, he got a blank background when he was sitting there waiting to see what whatchamacallit was doing. What's his name? Beige. He had a blank background when after he dropped off what's the girl name? Chiffon. Like Oda did nothing to show us where Sanji was at this whole time, but he was hiding from hiding from Oven pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he was just on the cart, and then like when it was time for the.
I don't know if they really heard you, Blaze.
It was some bitch shit.
Oh yeah.
And then and you talking about if he was on the cart, but Oven hopped back, got on the cart.
I mean, he doesn't know who Sanji. He didn't. Sanji was in disguise. If he saw Sanji, he would have been. Hold on. He would have just been some random nigga. Oven doesn't have any observation hockey. You saw Pound whack his ass.
Of course, he has observation hockey.
No, he doesn't.
He was flustered, man.
Of course, he does.
He got flustered because he got ran over by that tank.
Yeah,
this is Lord Oven we're talking about. Lord Oven. Oven thought he was gonna stop the ship.
Yeah, that means he has no observation hockey.
No, oh my god.
You don't need observation hockey to see a big ass ship.
He didn't see
that. You gotta get ran over, that doesn't prove that. He just thought he was strong enough.
I think Oven is awesome, bro. I think Oven's devil fruit is really cool. He just observation hockey clearly isn't his thing.
Yeah, I mean he got.
I agree, it's not his thing, but hey, man, he found Chiffon. He's like this big ass lump under this cover. This big ass lump under this blanket. Like, yeah, this nigga Sanji stupid as fuck. He put this bitch under a blanket with her big ass. Somebody wouldn't notice that big ass.
You know what I did think was weird, Blaze? Like I'm starting to believe more of what you said last chapter, how the situation seemed more manufactured than usual. Because like this chapter, they gave no fucks about hiding Sanji. Like they're like, yeah, black leg. They said that shit out loud, right? And then like he was like, wow, that guy's using one leg. I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna find out.
To be fair, I mean they're already like out of like danger for now, so I mean I don't think it really matters.
I mean,
Sanji's whole thing is he doesn't want them knowing he was helping on the cake because that will put Pudding in danger.
So it's still like danger.
It's like they still can't know who's that Sanji there. They're not.
But I mean, at this point, the jig is up. She jumped on Capone's ship and everything.
I mean, they know now. Like the people who are on the ship are the
traders.
It's Capone's crew and the cooks. So everybody knows Sanji's there. The cooks are just have the little mind wipe thing about who he really is.
Like the cooks or whatever, right? I'm putting manipulated memories, but I mean, like Oven should you should definitely be like Pudding betrayed us or whatever. He's like teaming with Beige and stuff. But I thought it was just weird. I just thought it was weird how like.
Oh my god!
But it's more so that Oven was doing stupid shit. Why would you mess up the cake? He attempted to stop Chiffon, even though
he's gonna mess up
Chiffon to finish the
cake. He was
cake.
mad at that point, Blaze. I think that's what they were, because they even pointed that out this chapter. They're like, bro, what about the cake? And then the Oven's just like trying to boil the sea, and I don't think he gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he's just a dumbass.
Yeah,
that goes hand in hand with it.
I love how like the people of the fucking city were literally trying to say, yeah, don't like destroy the cake with cannon fire, and then like Oven's like boiling the sea to destroy it. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, this is the whole, like I said, that whole situation with Oven was just pretty bad.
But
Chiffon, even though they still needed her, they said we need the bitch to make the cake. So what, nigga? Like, nigga, what?
No, they had already finished making the actual cake. They just need to decorate.
I was making a cake, and then you're gonna try to beat up the person they said they still need to finish the cake, and the cake's not done.
They were obviously just saying that to keep Chiffon alive. They didn't need her to make the cake.
But he doesn't.
No, they do. They do.
No, because like
he doesn't know though. That's the thing.
No, yeah, Oven shouldn't know.
No, the cake is already baked.
No,
the cake is already baked. They just got to put the frosting on it, bro.
They don't know what all else got to get done to it. They just said the cake ain't finished.
Bro, you look at the cake. You can look at the cake and tell that they already baked the cake.
It's baked, but is that done? But we saw with the other cake. They had like all these ornaments and all that stuff that was put on it. Like,
oh, you don't need Chiffon for that.
May need.
Of course they do.
You need Chiffon, like just like saying you need meat to decorate a Christmas tree, bro. Like, dude, no.
Man, she may be the one that makes those special little treats. This nigga already got niggas passing out talking about cream.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, come on, man. Like, it's a lot of shit. You don't. If I say I need this person to finish,
even since last
knock
chapter,
out or fight the person I say I need.
So.
Well, it was something else that happened. Oh, the Big Mom setup. There was some setup for Big Mom next chapter.
I mean, that was kind of like the same cliffhangers like a couple chapters ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, Big Mom just chasing after the Sunny and shit. Yeah.
I mean, but I'm just saying, like the fact that she was able to go from Nuts Island to
and find them so quick. Yeah. My whole thing is, it doesn't make sense for her. Like, Big Mom was so far behind them, and she caught up, right? And now she's directly behind them. How is she not going to catch them? It's like,
there's one thing I want to know is like how the rules of this her like tantrum work. Because one minute she's like destroying Nuts Island, next she's like chasing the Straws again. And what are her priorities here?
Yeah, because I thought it was that. You remember how they said how when she killed the son, or was it Moscato, something like that?
Yeah, Moscato.
I thought it was because he interacted with Big Mom, but then we find out later on that Pearl could interact with her, and she had some type of sense, and she could hear
Big Mom's giving Pearl Sparrow like piggyback ride.
Yeah, like Oda's pretty much retconned that shit.
Oda retconned match at this like.
I mean, like, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. But so what do you guys think? Like, you guys think Big Mom? They're gonna have to be like evading Big Mom's attacks next chapter?
Oh, I don't know.
And Jim Bates like shows off some more helmsman feats.
Yeah, I'm ready for the Navy battle.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It's just gonna summon like a whale army to attack the boats, sink the boats. Like,
I think it's set up for Germa. Like Germa will pop up.
Yeah, because we got Germa and the Fishmen still. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if like Niji or Ichiji or fucking someone destroys the cake somehow, some way. Because like I don't think they would know about the plan yet, would they?
I don't think that would happen.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Actually, they're going to Chocolate Town. Well, aren't they going to Chocolate Town?
I don't know. They heard the Straws were going to Chocolate Town.
No, but they might not give them now. They're all leaving.
Yeah, they're trying to meet in between.
No, I'm talking about Germa.
Yeah, Germa. They heard the Straws were going to Chocolate Town. They might not give a fuck. They'd be like, okay, let's go in the opposite direction of Chocolate Town since they're all going there. And they're probably just trying to dip. But I mean, that's what I would be doing. But
like your backwards ass would go the opposite way.
Yeah, because I'm trying to run away out of Big Mom's territory. Now all the Big Mom pirates are in Chocolate Town.
I'm saying, but they're not finna do that.
Yeah, I know.
So does this chapter confirm that Sanji is stronger than Oven?
Hell no, the nigga hid for 3 chapters.
I mean, Sanji being stronger than Oven. I'm not sure about how that would work.
I know.
What was up with that weird panel of Sanji and Capone just all close and shit? What was that about?
Oh, I think you know, place.
I didn't understand like why they were close. Like, was he supposed to be like talking in secret or something?
It's kind of like how they do in anime. It's like like him rubbing his head against him. It's kind of like him. You remember when like Neku did that to like Zoro and shit, and they fucking like ran him into the wall. Maybe Capone's learned from the Garchu and the Minx. He's trying to do it with Sanji. I love how Vito was like talking about the Germa.
Oh yeah, what did you think about Capone's ship?
Capone's ship is awesome.
No, yeah, that ship, it was beast. Super beast.
Hopefully we eventually get more ships that are cool like that and we get a fucking ship battle once in
it's unique.
a year.
I mean, I wouldn't care about a ship battle, but I mean, like, I thought the like Nostro Costello was really cool, whatever it's called.
Oh, I thought you were talking about shipping. Like,
oh no. Capone,
why do they call it shipping anyway?
Because relationships.
Yeah, and you ship those characters together. Like we ship we ship Sanji and all the newcomers.
No.
Sanji with Robin.
Thing.
No.
No, that's Red Nose's thing. Red Nose came in right after the chapter drop. He's like, yo, why are they trying to make Sanji so gay?
Naruto with Kushina. Remember that?
Wait, what?
Kushina?
Kushina's the
mom.
Like his mom?
I was like, that's the mother, sir.
You could search it up. They actually have that. I don't know why.
No, he's talking about fan-made ships.
Oh.
I thought he was talking about he himself like. So I was like,
I don't like
that's
that.
Why I was
no.
asking, like, okay, nigga.
I'm not from there.
Yeah, at least Silver's alone. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
I was mistaken.
You guys remember the filler for One Piece, like pre-time skip, where they had the guy that had like, wasn't it the heat fruit? I forgot what it was.
He was. He had They might not have said
that,
that How did they name it? What did they call it? The filler when they're like on that ice continent or ice island or whatever, and they're playing hockey and mad other stuff, right?
Oh, okay. I don't remember that shit at all.
No, it was filler, bro. It doesn't matter at all.
No, I remember that, like, the whole thing, and the guy had the heat fruit or whatever.
Yeah, but, that was their dad.
I don't remember what happened.
Like a bounty hunter. Their dad was a bounty hunter. And
maybe we know who Oven's dad is now.
Yep.
Maybe that guy died and Oven ate his fruit.
Yep, inherited that shit from birth. No, I just thought that was really weird because like, as soon as I saw that, I swore that dude, the big fat guy that had the heat fruit, I swore he did that same move.
No, he probably did, Chris.
As I was like, wait, what? Like, it's filler, but like that means that he would have had to sign off on it like at that time, saying, yeah, like you can use this fruit, and now he's using it. Maybe it's canon all along. Maybe everything's been canon.
Oh, Chris, whatever we write is canon, Chris.
Yeah. All the anime's canon, especially Foxy's Spa Island.
Especially stuff that's not on the manga.
Why do you guys do that? Why do you do the filler? Why must you do filler?
You don't like filler?
We'll stop for you, Blade.
All right, so what do you guys think of Pound's like speech and like his moment?
Yeah, that was actually really cool.
What you talking about?
Because that's like the whole climax of the chapter.
Yeah.
Yo, I be rapping like a killer bee.
Like, okay. The way I feel about it is like, if Pound is actually dead, I like the whole thing. But if he's still alive, then this whole thing is pointless.
Oh no, you know he's still alive, right?
I mean, I'm gonna. No. I'm just gonna. You know, if he never appears again, I'm gonna pretend like he's dead. But if he shows up, then the whole thing's ruined. This chapter's trash.
Who would have saved him though? That's what I was trying to think of.
Himself, Chris. What do you mean?
True. Maybe he got apple juice.
Not even without the apple juice, Chris.
What if it's just some surprise character we don't know about?
You get cut down means you die.
I mean, like Snack came out of nowhere. I was like, nah, I kind of like Pound. Like, nah, I don't think anyone saved Pound.
No, just because he got cut doesn't mean he died. What the hell?
What if it's like Peckham?
Zoro got cut down by the world's strongest swordsman. Zoro the
but why would Peckham just randomly save Pound?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just anybody, man.
Maybe Pound
I would rather see somebody save Pound
to a new level
than to see him get cut down for what?
Pound's a good dude.
For the characterization in a moment.
Oh, no.
What characterization? What did we learn about Pound from that?
He's a family man. We know Pound's a family man.
We knew that from the jump.
You're right.
He's a family man that doesn't have a fucking family.
I know. That's why
and he's dead now.
Bro.
Like, I don't think
that's why you know he's not dead. I wouldn't want to do him like that.
Exactly. I don't think he's gonna die. Like, he has like all it did was pretty much take him off the board, so we don't have to worry about what this nigga finna do next. That's how I see what happened with him.
When I read the spoilers, I didn't think he was dead, but then after the chapter came out, I'm like, yeah, he totally should have been dead after that. So I don't see why Oven would just attack him and be like, oh, he's only unconscious. Let me leave him there.
I think he's dead though.
I mean, Katakuri thought he killed Luffy.
That's totally different. He didn't like stab. He didn't like stab Luffy's arm, and it was like, well, Luffy's bleeding, so I guess that's enough. And then turn around or something. No, you like buried him in mochi.
I'm just trying to think of who would have saved him then, because like we see blood on the sword.
Oh no, we know he got cut. No, Chris, that's what I'm saying. He got hit by that attack. We know that.
Somebody got hit by that attack.
But why did someone need to save him?
Hey man, we don't know. Maybe it'll be somebody that will actually tell us why the hell Big.
Why doesn't Oven cut him down and then Pound gets back up because he's OP? Why not?
Okay, what I want to know is I know this isn't One Piece related, but you know how the Sentinels in Days of Future Past killed everybody? How is Doctor Strange dead? How?
Doctor
Strange.
They're not interconnected. That's why you non-Marvel knowing niggas.
No, because in Days of Future Past they killed all the superheroes and everything.
Are you talking about the comic or are you talking about the movie?
The comic.
Oh shit! I don't know then.
Facts, like Silver Surfer could have killed all the Sentinels when you think.
Wait, I'm so confused. Why are we talking about?
I don't know. He just asked. I thought he was talking about the movies. I was like, the movies aren't connected.
All right, back to One Piece, boys. Back to One Piece.
Yeah.
According to Variant Comics,
But yeah, fuck that nigga Oven. Oven gonna.
Yeah. No one cares about Variant Comics.
Oven ain't finna do shit, but he's still stronger than Sanji. He still made Sanji out to be a bitch. That's pretty much what I've gotten about Oven.
Yo, Marco could defeat a lot of people. I'm gonna suck his dick.
Oh no!
What the hell?
What
No,
yeah, what?
not like
what,
that.
what did this nigga?
I don't. We don't want to know.
This nigga's a sleeper agent.
You have to cut stuff out of the screen now. What the hell? All right.
Nigga popped up. Who's this nigga?
I'm confused.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4. How many niggas are in my store?
Oh, Danny boy, where'd you find this guy?
Please.
Damn, who was this fit? Yo, Dan, what the fuck?
Oh man, that's funny.
Anyways, now we can go back to One Piece chapter.
Back to One Piece, boys.
Oh, so what did you guys think of the chapter? Like when we went to the very end, like how do you guys think that Big Mom's actually gonna fucking like catch up to them?
No, that's what I was trying to say, Chris. That's what I was saying earlier.
I think it'll be Oscar. Like
she's super far, starts off super far, catches up because she's faster, and she's still not gonna catch them, bro. She's just gonna be behind them, looking super scary.
But I feel like the sea slug was funny because everyone had caught up to them right away.
What?
The sea slug? Remember when they first
leave the nut island anyway?
See what? No. I think I know what's gonna happen. See, what's gonna happen is the full moon's gonna come out, right? And Carrot is gonna melt the sea slug with her electro.
Oh yeah.
And that'll slow it down for a little. That probably won't happen. Don't. I'll just.
Seriously, what do you guys think the full moon's gonna do for them?
Power ups, baby. Major power ups.
Besides the power up.
Just a power up.
I mean,
that'd be weird. I mean, I wouldn't be.
It's gonna be more creative than just like they get stronger though.
I think they're like feral and shit like that. Like they're not gonna like control themselves.
Yeah, they might be ferocious. They might be whatever you want to say, but I'm just saying, like, the main thing about it is that they're getting stronger, right?
But do you think there's anything else coming along with it? Is what he's saying?
Like, what do you mean anything else? What do you mean?
Like fucking people are talking about like him going like basically like full ape mode from like when they saw the moon Dragon Ball.
Oh, like they can't control their power. You mean?
Carrot, like let's say if Carrot.
I know what you're saying. Like she won't like almost like Chopper when he first got Monster Point,
basically.
I don't know. I think it's something controllable. Personally, I don't know.
I feel like maybe only that.
I only say that because of what the Dukes were saying about Jack. Like the Dukes were convinced they were gonna beat Jack. They're like, yo, like we had it in the bag, you know.
But the only thing against that would be remember when we first got down, they mentioned like Wanda saying a good thing it's not a full moon, as in like if it just made them stronger, like their senses, what would that matter? I think there's like training that comes along with it, which might go because I still think Carrot's joining the crew, which might come down to like her control over it down the line, like Monster Point Chopper. So I think like only the Dukes and maybe like someone like Pedro and Wanda can control it.
Yeah, no, I feel you, bro. Oh, I'm gonna wreck this kid, Grace. Oh,
you know, do you guys think people are actually gonna get fights? Because I noticed that.
Dude, I hope we don't. Like, I just want to get out of here.
I don't want.
If they start getting fights, bro, it's just like why? Like the whole point is we're not supposed to be fighting because like we're surrounded and they're too strong. I thought.
Yeah, it's like there's a minimum. At the very minimum, there's I'll say around by.
It's just gonna make it too ass pulley. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like maybe like 10 people that if they don't have Luffy, they shouldn't even really be fucking with the majority of the crew.
One thing I don't get is why don't they just turn the ship around and like Gao can the shit out of her and like knock her out? Like even if it's not hurting her, it's knocking her into the ocean. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean like they don't have any cola for the thing. Remember?
Oh, don't they? Damn it!
No, they got more coal. They put more in.
Oh well, let's just say they don't know how to fire without Usopp because they will miss.
Okay, I could take that.
It's like missing an island. Shit shot. I feel Nami would be able to do it at least, if not Jinbei.
Do what again?
Firing the Gao cannon.
Yeah, they hit Big Mom.
They used that thing once, so I don't know.
I was about to say, have they used that yet?
Yeah.
I don't think post time skip though. At least, remember? I don't know. Have they used a post time skip? I don't think they have.
I only think they used that one time at the Duvall place, and then they never use it again.
or it got brought up like talking about it. I don't even remember it being used.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, they definitely used it once.
Yeah, no, it was with Duval when they were in the Iron Cage and shit like that with what's her name?
But then after that, it got separated the next arc, so I don't think they use it ever again.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah. And it's just gonna upgrade, so it's just gonna like destroy. I think it'd be kind of cool just to see where it stands against Yonko. I don't think it's obviously killing her or doing that much damage, but I'd hope it knocked her into the ocean. Maybe destroys one of the ships. As soon as I saw the page, it reminded me of the Ed War for some reason. I think when it was Roger versus all Shiki's crew. Maybe we'll get a storm blowing in. Maybe Dragon will come save them.
Man, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like,
we know you don't know. That's why you're here, Blaze.
It's just ass pulls. That's all I know. It's bad ass pulls. That's all I'm hoping.
But I mean, do you guys really think Kara would bring up like, oh man, I'm gonna get power up at the full moon, then no one else gets a fight? That'd be a bit weird.
But I mean, she should do something to help. But a full-on fight 1v1, like it's too many.
I'm not talking about 1v1. I'm talking about them fighting the Big Mom Pirates in whatever way, shape, or form.
And they got Minx on their side. They always show Minx every time you see a group of Big Mom pirates.
That's true.
They do.
Anytime you see more than like those little clumps of people you can't name, it's always Minx mixed in there.
That's a fact.
From the Big Mom pirates.
So so her getting her power up is only going to help
Big Mom side too.
Like a weird situation of fighting. It has to be a 1v1, bruh. Like, I don't see how she would be able to get a power up to help her in a group fight.
It depends on what the power up though. No one said she's just gonna like start like be stronger and punch people harder. Maybe it's something else.
It may be, but in my mind, I'm just looking at it as a stat boost. Like, it's just
that's how I see it.
Her base stats are going up.
Maybe Nell will come down and save them.
What's it gonna like? If it was an all-out war, it would have helped Big Mom. But now it's just a couple of ants running around. So.
Yeah, I don't know how they.
Oh yeah, isn't he supposed to freeze at night?
Yeah, the ants, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about those shit.
Bro, those things are OP.
Yeah, I know.
All the Big Mom, right? They just wreck them.
You know what I find weird is how Big Mom looks when she was young, is how Pound remembers her, but then she's different in the water poses.
I mean, yeah, but
no, Oda, was it in the SBS where Oda shows how she looked at 20-something before?
28, 40 something.
Yeah, she was 40 in that flashback though.
Like that could, yeah, that's probably her early 40s or something like that. Plus, that's after childbirth, which probably takes a toll on you.
And they said, 26 years? So, yeah, she would be later, like 40s.
She's, 68 right now, right? Yep. So she'd be 42. Yeah. She would have been 42.
Yeah. I love the how, like, right away, she's like, okay, like, away with you. And she just sends the fucking chest soldiers.
I know. But you saw how it took the entire enraged army to deal with Pound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's what I saw.
Kakarot was in his prime at the time, probably fighting. That's the only person that put him on his back.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about Luffy and Katakuri, to be honest.
About who?
I mean, that's why this chapter wasn't that good, because we want to see that shit.
I mean, you guys want to see that. I honestly don't care anymore.
Oh, you finally gotten over the fight she wanted, my nigga?
No, not that I got over it. It's just like, I don't know.
Was that Blaze or was that Jay that day that was arguing with like Devil Lake and some other people?
It was Double. I know me and Double talked about this a lot, but ever since the beginning of this arc, he had hope that there was going to be some good fights. I forgot what chapter it was. Like it just broke him.
No! It was that one chapter where they off screened everybody. I'm like, man, and you were like, you got what you wanted. I'm like, no, they didn't show the fights.
I mean, high diff, remember?
I mean, who cares? They didn't show the high diff.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Who was that?
Barely.
You're like hiding in like a cellar.
Really.
And freaking turned the call, but
bad.
Like for the Kakarot thing, like, do you guys think that he's gonna have a chance to win?
I think no. Luffy's gonna win. We know that. By the way, what's going on, Super Cool?
I think Katakuri might win. There was like one quote from Cracker that makes me think maybe it won't. Maybe Luffy won't just beat him.
Cracker, the guy in the hospital.
Yeah, he was like something like you'll always try, but you'll always see yourself falling just short. So I feel like he's gonna get a power up, but he's not gonna beat Katakuri. Maybe.
It's the end of the arc, but you gotta get him a W at the end.
I think he's had W's though. That's him escaping alone should be a huge
Yeah,
W.
that is it. Of course, it's a W. They got their roll
I
pony
don't know.
glyph.
That's
They
more
got
like
another pony glyph. They have
The fact that Pedro and
that's like a W with an asterisk by it. That's not like a real
I don't know,
W.
man.
That's a
Pedro-
solid W, bro. The fact that Pedro is their only casualty is a W.
Nah, that's a lowercase. That's like a lowercase L.
No, it's a massive W. This is a Yonkos crew. No, this is a Yonkos territory.
Oh, so
They
you
should
niggas
all
should
be
be
wiped
dead.
out. The fact that
What about Pound?
Pound. He wasn't part of the crew.
I mean, neither was
No, but
Pedro.
I'm saying but the fact that was their only casualty, Blade. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Pound ain't in the group. That's not a casualty.
It's not
I
a
didn't say
casualty.
Pound. I said Pedro.
No, I'm talking about Devil Ass had a Pound.
Oh, yeah.
How's an outsider?
Yeah, whatever Blaze said, yeah.
What about Sanji's virginity?
That one got taken by them niggas.
No.
At Okama.
Yo.
That's a bold W right there.
I'm about to say Okama Island took his virginity. Nigga. We
Nah,
don't need to
nah.
discuss that.
I don't know how many W's.
That's not what happened.
There was a lot of Ellis running around that night.
Nah, he didn't get
Pretty much.
caught. He didn't get caught.
I don't know. It looks
Nigga can't run in his sleep. Now when Sanji showed me he running in his sleep, I believe he possibly got away. But he had to sleep sometime, nigga.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, listen. What happened was like he skywalked in his sleep.
No,
Yeah.
Lucid was trying to tell me that
So,
same jargon
what
before.
the
He was
first couple
skywalking
days?
as he simultaneously sleeps.
What the first couple
No,
days?
they
when
did
he
that thing to him.
Skywalk.
Sleep
Yeah,
skywalk.
they did that
You know what he
thing
did?
to him.
Sleepwalk.
Sleepwalk?
When he couldn't get away and he wanted to sleep, he skywalked into a sky island, and that's how he slept.
I don't know. It's looking a little bit fishy to me.
And they didn't caught it.
Okay.
And then he went back for the recipes. And then he did it all again.
Yo, my team is throwing so hard in League right now. I'm sorry.
Alright,
I didn't mean
so,
to bring it up. They're just throwing so hard.
So wait, hold on. This chapter ends on them saying they're gonna decorate the cake.
Mhm.
You guys think that's gonna be off screen too, like the baking cake was?
We'll probably get, like, one
Of
panel.
course, they're just gonna come out with an awesome cake.
Yo, I hope Sanji's like do some like super acrobatic like kicks, like lighting candles with his like Diablo Jambe and shit like that.
I don't think lighting a cake with your foot is sanitary.
Oh my
or whatever.
god, they saw.
As what?
Sanitary.
Lighting a cake with your feet.
I'm just saying they'll give him some good feats. Diablo Jambe over fucking cake candles. Confirmed. It's like when Whitebeard told Kainu that he'd be a good birthday candle on a cake.
Oh
you
yeah,
guys-
Magma Breath. Yeah.
I just love I'm looking at the last picture.
Oh yeah. When the chapter came out, I was talking to people. People seemed to thought that Sanji was skywalking on one leg with the cake. I thought he just jumped once. Is that what happened, or?
I
That's
kinda
why I
saw-
called it bullshit. I wasn't sure. It almost looked like he was doing like multiple. I don't know.
I thought he was
I
skywalking.
thought it was.
That's what I thought. I thought he was
I thought he was
skywalking with
I
it.
thought he just jumped up with the cake on his.
No,
foot.
I thought he was skywalking with it. That's why I was like, "Yo, this crap."
I mean, I didn't look at the panel to see if it was like some little air, like the little air boost from jumping.
there was
I didn't
anything
look for
under
any of that. I thought it was just one jump.
I don't see
Yeah.
why he wouldn't be able to do it with one jump. Just my instincts told me that like he was just skywalking.
I mean, yeah, I don't doubt that he could skywalk with one leg. I mean, it doesn't seem that hard. But I mean, like, people seem to think he was skywalking. I'm like, I thought it was just one jump. I just wanted to know what you guys thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently.
My initial thing was I thought he was skywalking. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
kind of like, I was like, "What the hell?"
Now on page 7, you can see that. On page 6, you can see he jumped, and then on page 7, you can see he did like one tap, and then he jumped. With that one tap, he jumped on the ship.
I still love Pudding's like little moments that she has on the side where she's like,
Oh,
Sanji,
where
yeah.
she's pulling a Sanji and fangirling.
Yeah, and like the nosebleed in the heart.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And at the end of the last of this chapter, when she's literally just has like her hand on her fist, I don't know why it reminded me of Toriko for some reason. But no, I hope everyone understands. She's in the crew ready. After that little panel right
She's
there,
not in the crew.
she's in the
Now,
crew.
as soon as Oda gave her that gimmick of being pretty much the female Sanji, she was always going to be crew.
Thank you, Blaze. I've been saying
What?
shit since day
Wait,
one.
you think she's gonna join the crew now?
I said that when she did the when they showed her doing that pass out stuff and the nosebleed and the heart eye stuff with Sanji, I said she has a gimmick now. She's going to be in the crew.
No, having a gimmick doesn't make you in the crew.
Yeah, it does make you in the crew. If
This
it's
so senior pig is a part of the crew.
If it coincides with the
She
crew.
not only has a gimmick, but it also goes on that we did not get to see the moment that Sanji kissed her with the I do moment. They skipped over that. It already happened. So we didn't get to see that moment. All we got to do was see was the kiss, but they already did the I do's. So they are married. And Luffy said, even if Sanji does get married, he can bring the bride
she
with
can
her.
join.
Yeah,
I know.
that's not a problem at all. But I just don't see her joining the crew.
But how?
Hey, nigga, we'll see. That's all I can tell you.
You guys are talking about Oda never changes. You guys think he's gonna change one of his characters like that? Come on.
What do you mean?
Like Sanji can be totally different if he has a wife on the crew.
I mean, would he though? I just think like it'd be perfect for them together to like. I could imagine them, going to battle. He brings out his like his little black legs. She brings out her little hockey ladle.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Why are you so tight about the hockey ladle, Blaze? It's on panels. It's literally
because he thought I was trolling when I brought it up to him.
It's not, man.
And I was showing him evidence, and he got mad.
Yeah,
nigga,
why?
You ain't show me no evidence. You sent me a picture of a real ladle, nigga.
I was giving you multiple reference points. I showed you a ladle in the same story, and it was like not that color. It was clearly a hockey ladle.
It wasn't the same lighting. Oda wasn't trying to show the same lighting in that room.
All I'm saying, bro, when she joins the crew,
Oda doesn't care about ladle lightings like that.
When she joins the crew, just know that she's now like what, fourth, fifth.
She's not fodder.
Yeah, she's above a lot of the Straw Hats because she has hockey.
I mean, she can keep up with her Reiju, but I mean, about her gag, I'm not sure if I
mean,
care about it.
Prometheus, bro. Full strength Prometheus.
So if you nosebleed every time you get turned on in One Piece, how does anybody have sex?
No, that's not everybody. That's just putting in Sanji.
Yeah.
I mean, like the women.
What you mean One Piece? That's all Japanese stuff, man. That's like one of the. I've seen that in live action series. They do that stuff before too.
No. I'm talking about One Piece is excessive though. Like I remember when Cavendish was walking through Dressrosa, like all the women were passing out.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just a thing.
Wait, when he was flexing his conquerors?
No, when wait, what? When he was flexing his
conquerors. Oh my.
But what do you guys think of the cover story? Because we kind of skip past that.
Yeah,
I didn't really get what was going on.
Because remember, they had the two leaders, which were the two guys in front. They were tied up, and those were the long-legged and long tribe leaders. And I don't know what the fuck happened in between that, but they were like, "Okay, we're out of here. Fuck you guys," kind of a thing. Like, I really love how he's like
they came to a war between the two tribes, and they were both from each tribe, but like everything was cool. I don't know.
I just love how it's like kiss and make up or kill each other. I don't care anymore. I thought that was funny.
I think I remember I said this like 20 chapters ago or whatever when the cover pages started. I don't care about cover pages like this.
What do you mean?
I remember.
No, this is important. This is the world building of One Piece.
Yeah, I don't care about the world building of One Piece. I'm just kind of like whatever.
Oh,
like I remember you guys when the cover pages first started, you guys were like super excited. I'm like, bro, it's just Cavendish selling a ship. Here.
All I'm saying, bro, is when these two tribes roll up, either in Wano or like in the
no, when they're part of the alliance already,
and like they save people, like then you're like, oh, where did they come from? Just no.
Why are they important? Why are they helping Luffy? You know? Yeah.
Come on, Double Egg, we believe in you.
When Apu's like, oh damn, my big bro told me you're the man, like, you know.
I'm gonna bow down to the Straw Hats.
Yup.
I don't know why you gotta be like that, Devil Egg.
I mean, like, it's not the cover pages are bad. I just prefer like the silly little pictures he kind of draws. Those entertain me more.
Really?
What
pictures?
I like the cover pages.
Like
you like silly little pictures versus canon content material.
Yeah, like the silly little pictures are awesome.
I can punch you in your rib right now. I wish I could just put my hand through this goddamn receiver.
Because I have an opinion.
Right
Come on, please.
Yeah, because you have an opinion. Yeah.
Nah, nigga, your opinion, it's wrong.
Like we all have like different things. People say like the world building is the best thing in One Piece. To me, it's like the character is followed by the action.
All right.
I don't really care that much about the world building. It's cool, but I mean, I can live without it. It doesn't really...
For me, it's world building, and at second place, it's fights, like legit fights and not clashes. It's pissed me off, but it's always like clashes. It's like this chapter was also like we actually had like if Pound is dead, he died because of a clash.
I'd be happy if he really died. I'd be like, Oda, You finally are starting to do
stop
it.
it, Blaze.
Do you really think Oda's gonna kill off Pound? Do we honestly believe that?
I don't.
Pan
I
has no
do not
relevance to the
believe
overall
that.
story, so I don't really see the point of not
I don't
killing him.
think. I don't think. Not Oven, but Pedro's dead. I don't think Pound.
The
is
point
dead.
is so Pound can have a happy ending and meet Pez, and come on.
Exactly. Oda's the dad now. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Happy ending.
Yeah, you heard him.
Oda's been
Why do you
dead
just
for like
want
4
Pound's
years.
been getting shit on the entire arc since we met. We saw him first in a hole.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
been
he
getting
liked
wrecked the
being
entire
buried.
arc. Let Pound live.
I don't. No, fuck Pound, bro.
What's good, Marco?
Oh, you joined?
Yeah. He has mic muted though.
Yeah, it'll probably be in 1 second.
Yeah, no, Pound don't need to live.
But the thing with the cover stories is like a lot of times I'm just not interested in them. Like there was one cover story where like Enru on the moon, that was pretty interesting. But I mean like stuff like Jinbei is like going into the new world I didn't care about. Stuff like Caribou. Hold on, stuff like Caribou's on an island somewhere.
That's
I'm like,
so
I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm just saying the thing for Jinbei, I don't get how you don't care about that because literally that was the whole thing with like that's one of the poneglyphs he gave to Big Mom.
And
it was important.
It was important, but I just don't like. It wasn't entertaining or anything.
It's what I'm saying. It's literally like saying, I didn't like chapter 626.
Listen, the one time,
chapter,
like
you know what I mean?
one
So I
time,
skipped that one chapter. You know what I mean?
It's not
like,
a chapter. It's
canon
basically
material.
a page.
That's what I'm saying. It's canon material. You know.
The one time I liked one of the cover stories is because I thought it was kind of funny. It was like when Barto was burning Shanks' flag.
Yeah, no,
like
that was funny.
From this side,
If we have an
I don't really care
later
about.
on with Shanks' crew,
it's gonna be because of the cover story.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not
impact.
relevant. I'm just saying they're not as interesting.
You don't like them.
They're not that interesting.
You know what? You just.
yeah.
Like I just.
Did you leave a bad taste in your mouth?
I don't even know what to say about this guy. I don't even know what to say about this guy. It's all right, Double A. You know, God makes special people.
Okay.
Yo, he's feeling so triggered right now.
Is the cover page your favorite part of One Piece? Then
it's one of them.
Yo, I like these.
I like the information we're getting from it. Yes.
I like these cover pages, but I'm gonna be honest here. I didn't like Jinbei's cover pages. Because
some are hit and missed. I agree, some are hit and missed. I would say that much. But
we're talking about
I would rather have some regular
overall.
cute picture of a nigga of a seal.
Yeah, man, listen,
armadillos.
Armadillos and what's the one I seen? It was one of them I seen that had like a kangaroo.
Listen, there was this one cover page of like Sanji baking a cake with mice. That was cooler than most of the cover page stories. There was Usopp swimming with otters. That was cooler than most of the cover page stories. There was like Luffy, Sabo, and like Ace playing baseball. That was cooler than most of the cover page stories, in my opinion.
Yo, I got a question. Are those cover pages canon too?
Yes.
No.
No.
Oh, you talking about the drawing?
No, he's talking about the gag ones, Blade. The gag ones aren't canon.
Damn, there's no gag things in One Piece. Come on.
Oh, you're right.
Exactly.
I thought he was talking about cover stories, period. I'm about to say, what?
No, I mean, are those gag stories not canon?
No, canon.
Like, what do you mean gags?
No, anything that's a legitimate cover story and like progressing the verse is canon.
No, I mean like these funny little.
No, the funny ones aren't canon. No.
Like if it's like requested by someone, then it's not canon.
Like here, yes, that's perfect. If it's requested, you know it's not part of the story.
I'm actually starting to doubt that now.
Is that you talking about the requested ones where people?
Yeah,
where they have somebody. What was it? Wasn't it like Aokiji with like a polar bear or some shit?
Yeah, something stupid. I think it was one of the polar bears from like Drum Island or something.
Like eating ice cream, a polar bear eating ice cream with Aokiji or some shit. Like it'd be weird shit.
And they had brain freeze with each other.
Yo, I swear none of those are requested either. It's just things that Oda wants to do.
No.
Yeah,
he just has fake
accounts. You know they're not requested. Because like what One Piece fan is asking for this shit?
That's true. That's true. Yo, why wouldn't they be canon though?
You tell.
I mean, how would Ace be playing baseball with Sabo?
Why not?
I mean, maybe it's an alternative universe. Like,
we will not start that.
Yeah, I was about to say we're not doing all this today.
We will not do that.
Yeah, we're not doing all this today.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, I enjoy those because like when I go back and I can read some of the, like the canon ones, like there's stuff that like you kind of miss. Like
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Like the Caribou one, like when I read that afterwards, it's like started noticing like the differences, like how important it's probably gonna be in Wano. Like I legit think we're gonna get to Wano, and literally they're gonna run a Caribou, and Caribou's gonna be like one of like the top commander kind of thing for like Kaido or some shit like that.
What?
So it's, like extra, like because he's giving them basically the location of one of the ancient weapons. I've had like a promotion, you know what I mean? And like he's probably decently strong because he's a Logia.
No, yeah. If you take Caribou, when he was on Archipelago to the Straw Hats 2 years ago, Caribou could have sold the entire crew.
Because you remember when when you had them against the what the fuck are they called? The basically the new gen of like pirates that were gonna be like under the supernovas kind of when they were all like going to fake Luffy to like be under his flag and shit.
Yeah.
Like the Marines are like, yeah, there's a bunch of like well known people here.
The super rookies?
Yeah, the super rookies. And so like he sold all of them afterwards.
I know.
And then took out the Marines and then just kind of dipped. And I love his quirk of just digging graves. That's funny.
Yeah.
He's like digging.
Yo, we're gonna need them anyways. So
like they were still alive. He's just like in the grave.
That's why they're all freaked out by this guy. They're like, "What the fuck?"
What do you feel, Marco?
Hey guys.
What's up, buddy?
Can you hear me? Is the mic cool? I mean,
yeah, you're good.
No, yeah, we can hear you.
What do you think of the chapter?
Usually I don't use my voice here on YouTube, but as you guys invited me, here I am. Sorry for my bad English. I mean,
yeah, you're fine.
It's all right, Dan.
It's not like I'm native, you know. So what are you guys talking about? Every time on a different topic.
We're gonna right now.
We kind of talked most about the chapter, so we're kind of just going around.
Yeah, we're talking about the cover stories right now and just like the importance of them.
But how'd you like the chapter, Marco?
I think it went fine, but I've said it on a tweet this week that just to read so many good chapters in the last arcs, you know, the end of Dress Rules and in between, and actually Zou is one of my favorite arcs, and Zou was incredible. And then in Whole Cake Island as a whole, we have special moments, we have good stuff, really good stuff, but sometimes it's kind of, you know,
slow.
We were expecting. I mean, this chapter, for example, it was fine. It was a good chapter, but the hype was so above, you know, that it's kind of bad, not that good, you know. I don't know what you guys think about it.
I think we all like the chapter minus Blaze because, you know, Blaze is negative Nancy, but
first off, you chatty patty, you did. No, I just said it was okay.
Oh, okay, never mind. We all like the chapter.
So how great is it different from a 6 and a 7?
Tremendous.
Not by much, I wouldn't think.
It's whether or not Pound dies. That's how big it is. But no, I don't know. We all like the chapter. I just liked it because we had some like funny humor moments, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
In the One Piece verse, like I don't like it to always be serious. That's why I like pre-time skip a little bit more than I do like post-time skip. Is the more of the adventure stuff, and like the part where like Owen got ran over. I thought that show was funny. But yeah, I don't know.
And about the cover stories, I mean, actually, I think it's brilliant that Oda made these cover stories, and it's totally canon. Sorry. Actually, I'm quite excited for the next cover story. I mean, when we're going to see Leo from the Tontaras, because there was some kind of mystery surrounding it. I don't know if you remember the end of the Dressrosa arc. They were building something.
The statues?
It was no. Actually, there's this one panel where the Tontatas are giving something to. I don't know if they shipwreckers or what. And are you sure you want to build it? And they yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we don't know what is it. If it's a ship, probably it's a ship, but we don't know yet. And it's quite possible that we're seeing what this mystery is about in the next cover story. So I'm quite happy about it. And in this cover story, I mean the ones with Idio, I think it's quite possible that those guys will enter the crew. So you know, I think Luffy, Grand Fleet will be about, you know, and coming together, and in the end they will defeat a greater evil, something like that. And then now they're joining as the long legs and the I don't know how you call the long limbs. Long limbs is like that.
Yeah, they're both called long limbs. Yeah.
So I think in the end these guys will join the crew. So I think the Grand Fleet. I mean, so I think it's quite interesting. I don't know what you guys think about it.
Yeah, I like it because I think it's eventually going to tie into like hopefully Wano. Like in my mind, Wano's going to be where like they are all in a desperate situation where they can't get out of it with what they have there, with the Alliance. But then the Grand Fleet will come and save them. Like I don't know if you guys ever watched Naruto, like the pre-time skip, like when they were rescuing Sasuke arc, and then like the Sand Village came to save them. I kind of imagine it being something like that with the Grand Fleet. Like I don't know, that's just how I see it. And I think that the cover stories are going to tie into when they first arrive. Like it'll make sense that they have a bunch of new members.
The final war.
I mean that too, but I think it'll be for Wano in my mind.
I just really hope that one will not be a rescue arc because we had enough of it already, in my opinion. Another, let's say if Zoro is in trouble and they need to save Zoro. I mean, no, God, please, no, don't do it again.
They already did that in Film Gold, so.
And it was kind of foreshadowed that Robin will be, bad. So I just don't want it to happen so badly, so badly.
Yeah. Well, when I say rescue, I mean like as in like they're just coming to save them. No, I shouldn't say. Like, I'm not saying like they get captured, but I'm just saying like let's say assist. Assist. That's a better word to put it.
Well, I share my opinion. I don't think that the Grand Fleet will enter in the story in one arc, and there's a reason for it that so many stuff to happen in one Okuni arc. I mean, we have all the mysteries surrounding Zoro. We don't know his parents. And maybe Mihawk can enter the story, and we don't know if Fujitora is from Wano or not. And we have characters, every in each arc, Oda introduces lots of characters. And when we think, okay, now it's enough, let's take Dressrosa for example. How many were introduced? And then we think, at least I thought, well, I think now we have enough characters and Oda will somehow work with what we have now. So we were introduced to lots of characters again, and then I thought, oh, and then now, you mean, how many new characters we have in Whole Cake Island? And I think one will be the same.
You have a point. You have a point.
They need time to shine. I mean, if you get Dressrosa, for example, the author, Oda really wanted to give some screen time to Trafalgar D. Law to shine. And it was awesome. I mean, if he will make a good arc in Wano, he will have to work with Kid. And the hype in Kid is extremely high. So the hype in Kid, Supernovas, and maybe cool samurais, and how will he manage to make all the expectations come true and make a consistent story where everybody can shine properly, putting so many elements? I don't know how he'll deal with it, but I guess it's not the time for the Grand Fleet to be reintroduced in the story. I mean, we have characters enough to shine. So
yeah, you made a point. I just want to say that you made the point. You're right, because a good way to deal with Wano would be, instead of like reintroducing the fleet, would be actually to have the remnants of the Whitebeard pirates get within the fleet, if that's possible, like Marco and Jozu.
Like when it comes to the amount of characters that's getting added, like we can probably name probably like 50 people that's going to be on Luffy's side at Wano, and let alone people that we don't even fucking know, or the people that's on the enemy side. There's going to be a shit ton of characters there, like even if we do or don't have the fleet there. But I think the whole way people think about One Piece is pretty much it's dead. Like One Piece is not going to be how you remember it anymore. There are too many characters for that shit. There's not going to be like a bunch of 1v1s. Yeah. There's not going to be a bunch of full-on fights anymore. There's too many characters in the series. Like I think that shit is dead. The only time we'll get that is like on these little adventures like we're having now, and even then, we're still not going to be doing it anymore.
The fact that One Piece is changing is actually a good thing, because I know everybody likes
I can't say.
One Piece.
I can't say it.
Good
because the characters are so strong now that when people pull off and have success, it's mostly going to be considered bullshit.
Yeah,
it's all about how Oda writes out these fights, but he's not going to give all these fights the time they deserve or show these characters and scale them just right to fit the rest of the verse.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's just way too many characters. I just don't see One Piece ever being the same anymore. Like it'll still be good, but it's just not going to be free time.
I feel like the amount of characters, like, it is something that worries me about Wano. But I mean, I lost my train of thought. Never mind. Sorry.
You ain't
actually, if you get the whole Dressrosa arc, it was kind of almost 3 years. Just 2 days passed in these 3 years of manga. In one, we have so many elements that we will have to deal with. Shit with Momonosuke and the supernovas and the marines, and I think the feeling I have is that if Oda would do everything he wants to do in one, it would take something like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, this thing kind of, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it.
What do you guys think then that because you remember when we first got the Grand Fleet and they started like drinking the sake cups and stuff and doing the little ritual, and then we get the author, which is like a rare thing, mentions or like the author, the narrator, yeah, who mentions like they're going to be important, that they're going to do, what was it, like some great event they're going to be a part of. I always thought that was Wano. What do you guys think that's going to be then?
At this point, I got no choice but to think Wano.
Are you guys talking about the ground? Yeah, talking about the Grand Fleet.
Yeah, you remember when the narrator?
That's clearly the final war, though.
You think that's the final war?
Yeah.
I feel like that was Wano.
Like they just made the Grand Fleet. They're not going to use them so soon. Especially with
like, Wano, I feel like that's why we're getting the whole.
Like, you know how Wano is like next arc, but we see like Sai is like in the North Blue or whatever that place is, and like they're all around the world. They're not gonna come together for Wano.
I think.
I don't know. That's the only event I could think of, like, because if we don't get them until the very end of One Piece, like, or like near end of One Piece,
first off,
get weird.
Yeah, I know, but I think that I have 3 reasons for saying the final wars. First, it's connected to Luffy, and the second one is that Akainu is building forces, Luffy's building forces, and the third one is that I think that if Kaido does it first, then Luffy's impact will be less. So I think that Kaido's war is actually gonna fail, and Luffy's war is gonna succeed. So,
well, I'm just saying though, like, I know for sure they're gonna be in the final war. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I would assume that we're not gonna have them not show up for like 8 years, 10 years in real life, because that'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, no. When the narrator says like, "Oh man, this is gonna be really important," they mean like way down in the line. They don't mean like 2 arcs from now, most of the time.
I don't know.
But do you know how long that shit?
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna be a long time, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No, I'm saying, like, for them to say, okay, these guys are going to participate in a massive event. Like, I think the clout from what would happen in Wano is more relevant than something happening in a final war, because it's going to be everyone. How is the final war pretty much supposed to, like, whenever they find the One Piece, it's supposed to make the entire world go against the government. Why are these niggas going to get such acknowledgement when the entire world is having a fight?
Well, I don't know. Read the end of One Piece and tell me, Blaze.
You dick.
This is how I see it. Is like, I view it as like, currently the most important thing is going to be the Wano, a fall of a Yonko, which outside of Whitebeard, from what we've been given, has not happened.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think it's such a big thing. And like, I see them leading the war to kind of like how Whitebeard's like commanders led the war. I see it being something like that. That's just me, because like, I see the world building. We're gonna, like, the chapters are gonna end once we get to Wano. Like, once we kind of like get to that point, and then that way it all makes sense. Because like, for instance, the whole Caribou chapters and shit like that, that like it'll make sense once we get to Wano of why Caribou is there and why the factory is destroyed and stuff like that. Like all that stuff will start making more sense. And so I'm saying like I see it as like Oda's writing in these cover stories to lead directly into Wano because I think they're gonna end like with who's like the 7th member, probably Leo maybe, and like once Leo's stories are done, we'll get into Wano or something like that. Because I assume we only have like 25 chapters or so left for cover stories for everyone. If we're getting about like 3 to 5 chapters per person, probably 5 chapters. I think this
but
we got Bart.
I mean, wouldn't that be the longest cover story if they do it like that? Because I thought
we got 4 of the 7 people so far. So
listen, that one cover story where there was just people looking at Luffy's bounty, that one lasted forever.
But there's normally like 20 or something. Like there's a number that they normally end on.
Yeah, but I'm saying like so like let's assume because like so far we've been giving roughly I want to say it's 5. It's 4 to 5 per.
It's 5.
Character.
Everybody's at 5.
Okay, so let's say it's 5 then, right? We've gotten Bart, we've gotten Cavendish, we've gotten Sai. Now we're getting EDO, and then there'll be 4 of the 7 members, and then so the next 3 would be Harden, what's his name, Leo,
Orlumbus, and Leo.
Yeah, and Orlumbus. And so that will be the rest. There'll be 15 more, which might be where Wano ends and we go into the Reverie. Or not Wano, sorry, Pokemon. This is how I see it. I just see it as like it's going to be how Oda leads us into it.
Well, I say, that's the reason why he extended out this arc. He was like, shit, man, I need to get these cover stories done, man. So, I'm going to make sure it ends on this number. I'm going to add some more chapters.
I see it has to do with his publishers, like, trying to hype up Wano. I almost feel like they're, like, giving him more time to, like, think about what he wants to add in Wano. Like, that's just how I see it. I think it's going to be... Because, like, you have to remember, like, this is a 50 year anniversary next year for Shonen Jump.
Jump, yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be huge. Like for the 45th, they went all out, and this is the 50th. So I don't know. I think it's gonna get crazy.
People say Wano is getting overhyped, but I honestly think Reverie's getting way more overhyped.
I think Reverie is underplayed. I don't think like
he's saying overhyped in the sense of what we're actually gonna get. I would agree.
No, because like every time we bring up like even until we bring up the next arcs, people are like, you know what, Wano is not actually that interesting. I'm more excited for the Reverie. Like everybody I've talked to has said that.
I think it's because
I don't think it's underplayed at all.
I think Reverie is going to be like Zoe, where we're going to get a lot of information, which that's why I like in the One Piece verse is going to gain more info because like a new info will get more theories out there and shit versus like a new site.
Like there's just so much stuff that has to be done in Wano. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we're at Wano for like 4 or 5 years. Like that's how much plot stuff has to be done, let alone the fighting and interaction. Like there's so much like that has to be done there, man. Like even I see it. There's a great chance that it's underwhelming, and a lot of stuff is left unsaid or undone. But yeah, it's just that there's so much required there. That's why it's pretty much bound to fail by people's expectations because there's so much to be done.
We're talking about Wano or Reverie.
It's a Wano.
Reverie. We have no type of understanding we have a little bit of understanding what Reverie is and what they do, but what's going to be the big plot twist this year is more than likely going to be the revolutionaries. But what actually happens and who all interacts and what all things are said and done, we don't have any idea about that stuff, man.
The thing about the hype in Wano Kuni arc is that we're expecting it for so long now. I don't know if you guys remember how was YouTube One Piece community back then, but when Dressrosa arc finished, I remember people, Rogers Base and Flying Panda, they were all talking about how Wano Kuni was supposed to be. Every YouTuber thought that before Dressrosa, we were going to Wano. And I remember some videos to hype about Wano and so. And then Wano didn't come. We went to Zou. And it was actually a bigger arc than expected. And from Zoe went to Whole Cake Island, so we were waiting to see Kaido for so long. So I guess it kind of creates all this atmosphere that people want to see. That this overhype is quite a problem, you know. When the expectations are so high, we kind of don't feel comfortable for what we get, you know.
But I think it's the plot. Like the plot has told us that these things have to get answered or get done at Wano. Like I don't think it's people are over expecting. Like maybe people are over expecting like how things turn out, but
yeah, like
the things that we're supposed to get revealed and told to us, it is a lot. Like especially after Zoe. Like
but I
mean,
people talk about one like one will be the end of One Piece, you know, like most of the mysteries will be revealed. But I don't really see things this way. We have so many mysteries in One Piece that will not be revealed in Wano, and there are so many things to. I mean, let me tell you about Enel. When will Enel enter the story, and he is an important character, and you know, he will not enter in Wano, most probably. And what's the deal with the Kong, for example, and with the other supernovas like Booney, for example, and Weeble? And so, you see, we have so many things that will not be in Wano. Kurohige, for example, or Blackbird, if you prefer. I don't see him in Wano, and what's the deal with him? And so I guess people are overhyping Wano a little, and there are many things that we want to see. Elbaf, for example. Elbaf will be quite a good arc, probably.
But we know that's a long time away. That's why people don't hype up Elbaf as much as Wano.
See, the thing is, I feel like the Reverie is more hyped up than Wano is at this point.
Like I'm still waiting.
But Reverie should be more hyped up. We've been waiting longer for Reverie.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that it is.
Yeah.
But everybody was everybody thought Reverie was going to be like super, super short. So now that we know that it's actually not going to be as short as everybody thought, maybe people are bringing it up more now. But before, like everybody probably didn't think it was going to be no more than like 5 chapters.
Yeah, I was saying it was going to be 5 chapters. Even when it was 5 chapters, people were like, "Oh man, it's going to be 5 chapters." Them telling us.
I thought it was going to be 2. To be real with you. I thought it would be 2. It'd be like.
But I wasn't under hype. I wasn't saying it was gonna suck just because I said it was gonna suck. I mean, short. But I mean, like, I just feel like every time you bring up the Reverie, everybody's like, "Oh man, it's gonna be like the best arc in One Piece."
I thought it was gonna be cut short. Like we would get like the Revolutionary show up, something crazy happens, and they go straight to Wano. That's how I thought it was gonna be. But now that we actually may get a full arc, hey man, there's no telling. So
let me ask you something. How many arcs after Wano Kuni do you guys think that One Piece will have?
I hope it never ends.
I have no idea. I have no idea because Wano Kuni, like the stuff that we find out at Wano Kuni, along with what we should, if we leave Big Moms with the Poneglyph, like it should be enough information there that we have a good sight of the end of the road. Not that would be like an arc or 2 or something like that away from the end of One Piece, but we should have a good sight of the end of the road, and a lot of mystery should be cleared up overall. Like there's not like the little small stuff or the things that we always question. I'm talking about just like when it comes to the world government, some of that stuff we should know about.
The thing about Oda is that he's always introducing new elements to the story. I mean, if you get Zou, when we had all that revelation about the road poneglyphs, it was like One Piece was restarting. It was like everything we saw until here was just to, create some.
That felt like the end of the road.
It was like now we're starting One Piece. One Piece is about finding the road poneglyphs, and it was so. After how many chapters still, and I get kind of worried about until when will Oda keep on introducing new stuff. We have so many things that we need to some kind of explanation,
I feel like
if you get Skype arc, for example, we have so many mysteries surrounding Skype that we don't know. I mean, that ship that fell from the sky, of hype in the portrait that Sanji saw and of a woman. What was all that about? And but the Straw Hats entered Skyper through a different route. The main route was not that route. And where is the main route? It was never revealed where Skype is linked to.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot. Oh, go ahead. I was saying I don't think we're going to get all that.
What?
That's just going to be like random stuff he's going to give us, like random little information we'll get. I don't think we have anything dedicated towards those type things.
Not like Oda usually does this kind of stuff, you know. I mean, he usually each and every piece of information in the story end up being somehow important in the future.
I mean, I think we'll get another connection back to that because because they brought up the Skypians at Dressrosa because we know whatchamacallit, Bellamy went up to Skypiea and he got the golden the little gold thing down that they were trying to give the Straw Hats.
The pillar.
And yeah, the pillar, and the fact that he never said what happened when he met Wiper and all of them. He never told anybody anything about that. So we're going to see those guys at some point.
I mean, I'm just saying, when they first went up to Skypiea, Wiper wrecked it. Zoro, Luffy, and Sanji real quick. You think Bellamy was doing anything?
I mean, he said he did, so why not?
Nah, I mean, we know Bellamy got wrecked.
The point is, we don't
right
know.
on down.
I hate that we don't know.
Nah, bro. Like, that's my favorite arc play. Stop copying me.
Get out of here. But yeah, man.
But the thing about Oda is that he makes up the story as he goes along a lot of times.
But about Oda, what I was talking about, he really cares for each and every piece of information. I've done a video some months ago. I was rereading One Piece, and when about to enter the Reverse Mountain, to enter the Grand Line, Zoro said something about, I've never seen a ship going up before. And then Zoro said that. And then Sanji replies, oh, I've heard about it a little, about ships.
No, but we already got that fleshed out.
He's talking about the Germa.
Yeah, he's talking about how Germa and how he escaped when the snails were going up the mountain.
But you know how many years? I
know that was like a good 8-10 years ago. Before that, yeah.
So you know, and I mean, I'm pretty sure that if we get the pre-Grand Line arcs, we'll have quite some foreshadows in there that we will only be able to see the shit and say, oh my fucking god, what Oda is a genius in the future. It's pretty clear to me. I mean, even all the stuff with Laboon was absolutely fantastic. I don't really think that someone would expect those guys from Rumbar Pirates to enter the story in so many years later. I don't know about you guys. I not even remembered about it. So I guess we'll have quite some surprises in the future.
Back then, especially back then when it was fresh to me, I did not expect those pirates to come back in the story.
Do you guys know which was the first I forgot the name of this guy. The first Shishibukai mentioned in the story.
Jinbei.
Jinbei.
What's Jinbei? I mean, what the fuck? Jinbei was the last one to appear, you know? Yeah. The last one.
Sorry, the first one. What? The first what?
The first warlord to be mentioned is Jinbei.
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
That's because whatchamacallit tells him. Wasn't it Johnny?
Wait, it might have been Mihawk.
No, it wasn't Johnny.
Mihawk appeared, and then the first one.
No. It wasn't Mihawk. It was definitely Jinbei. Because we don't see Jinbei, but on their way to Arlong Park.
Yeah, I think wasn't it Johnny?
Yeah, but we had already met Mihawk at that point, so.
Yeah. The first one mentioned is Jinbei, but
you're right.
After we've already met.
Oh, yeah, you're right, though. Doesn't matter. Jinbei was introduced mad early. That's all he's trying to say.
So, yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't Mihawk first, but then I wonder when was Jinbei even mentioned? Back to Arlong Park. What did they say about him?
They were just talking about Fishman. Arlong was freed because of Jinbei and stuff.
And that was wasn't it Johnny saying that he did?
That wasn't revealed yet. It was they were just saying Fishmen are these weird half fish things, and I remember that. And then they were like, Jinbei's one of them.
He was about to explain the whole backstory with Jinbei, but I think it was Luffy or somebody interrupted him, and he said,
it was like Yusaku. It was Yusaku, Sanji, and Luffy. I think he was Luffy drawing funny pictures of Fishman.
Yeah, he was doing. He
All
did something to annoy him, and
he
said,
literally,
you know,
Yasaka said, Yasaka literally says, in exchange for becoming a warlord, he unleashed a holy terror into the East Blue, which was Arlong.
Okay, maybe. All right, that sounds possible. Now
it happened.
I think I have the panels, but I'm gaming. So.
It happened. You turkey? Why won't you listen to us?
Yeah, call him a turkey again, but
you turkey.
Turkey.
Oh my god.
But yeah, man. It's a lot of stuff. Like when I went back, I forgot when they said the Skypiea.
Go to the Foreshadow King.
Like they said Skypiea, like the clouds and stuff in Skypiea, they're made from sea stone. Like somehow sea stone is supposed to be like floating up from volcanic ash. Like it's weird, like the way they tried to explain the thing. I'm like, what?
Are you still on that?
Do you remember where?
So what?
You're still on that Skypiea thing?
Skypiea where? Like what was going on?
It's right when they get into Skypiea and they're meeting Conus and that old dude.
Okay.
And they asked them about the clouds, and they were talking like it has something to do with sea stone and volcanoes and shit. Like it's weird.
Yo, Skypiea is my second favorite arc.
But yeah. But for what you know about One Piece, I'll never be the same again.
Dan, why did you take a shit, Dan?
What?
Why did you take a shit?
I cracked my back. What?
Yeah.
I thought you cringed because I said
No. I'm good.
I just thought about something. Are we still alive right now?
Yeah, no, dude, of course.
You can see the icon, yellow.
I just looked down. I've been talking like we on sitting on Discord or something. So I'm about to go eat.
No, yeah, we're gonna wrap up soon.
You guys be easy.
So you guys don't think there's gonna be any more fights this arc?
I think there might be, but I just don't want it, dude.
What?
I just want to leave the arc, like, cause it's becoming to the point where it's like, yo, like it doesn't make sense. How are they gonna fight when Big Mom's literally on their tails? How?
I mean, they don't. No, those people specifically don't have to fight right now. They could like have Big Mom get knocked out with the cake, and then the fights happen. Because even if Big Mom enjoys the cake and is knocked out, I don't think like Smoothie and them are just gonna be like, yeah, okay, you guys can leave now.
But my thing is, if they're surrounded by ships, how are they 1v1ing people? That's my only thing. Really.
I didn't say 1v1s. Like just
okay,
just fight.
But I want 1v1s. That's the problem. Like I legit wanted.
Luffy is fighting Katakuri 1v1 right now. I keep forgetting that's happening, but it's happening.
No, I mean like besides that, I mean I wanted like Sanji versus Oven, like full on fight.
I actually thought we were gonna get that, but I was like, nah, I know how I would have liked it.
Disappointing.
Like the thing is, like if we get fights, I feel like it starts delaying the story.
That's what, like we could just move on. Reverie time.
Yeah, I feel like
Reverie's okay, but I mean like fights are cool too.
Yeah, no, and I agree with that. I'm just saying, like I think hopefully Wano will be the whole arc of non-off-screen fights. Keywords hopefully.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but it's just that, for example, in Dressrosa, everyone had a fight, but now Luffy is like pretty much the only one that powered up.
I mean, but we don't know what like Sanji or Zoro.
I mean, Brook had a fight, but we just didn't see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Brook probably got something out of like this arc.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, like,
if you're fighting, like, if you get Haki awakened by like fighting strong ass people and you fight a Yonko, I don't know.
That's actually one thing I was really waiting to happen this arc. Brook, Chopper, and Nami showing some hockey feats, and it's just not happening.
I was thinking Brook. I was thinking Observation or Armament will hopefully get something. I'd like at least we got the whole soul thing. I think that was kind of cool, and hopefully we'll see better shit from it.
Yeah.
Nami, obviously, we got like the extent of her being able to control like almost any weather. Like I don't see a restriction.
No, but we've been seeing that literally since Skypiea, bro. You know what I mean? Like literally when Enel shot. I'm just saying when Enel shot lightning bolts directly at her, she was deflecting.
She redirected it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like so. But, I expect that from Nami. You know.
Honestly, now that she like literally takes a Yonko's like main thing from her and then fucking says, "Oh, it's mine now."
But I'm just saying, weren't you expecting that? As soon as we heard the cloud, and you know what I mean?
I was expecting it, but at the same time, it's like now, like
no, it's impressive, but
no, I'm just saying. Like,
I want to see some new stuff. That's all I'm saying. New feats.
Cut me off.
Oh, I just remembered. Yeah, Sanji. I don't know. Sanji had 2 fights. Judge and Niji.
Oh yeah. No, he lost them. Yeah.
3 fights, Yanji.
Yep.
Got one. Got one
I'll have to disagree.
Yeah, you know he lost to Yanji because he had to run away. Yeah.
No, actually, last time Sanji had a proper battle was in Thriller Bark Arc. Since then,
proper battle? Yeah. Sanji's been trying to sneak up on everybody.
Only interrupted battle since then. I mean, if you get in the what the name of
then
from
why
Bamboo?
What happened?
The one from shit, how the name of the character?
Absalom, you're talking about from
he was under the Flamingo's wing in Punk Hazard Dark. How the name of the guy?
Virgo.
Yeah, Virgo. The battle with Virgo could be quite good, but you know, it only lasts.
Yeah, and then he broke his leg. I still can't get over that. I'm not gonna lie. I remember for the longest time after that happened, I was always on like Brago streams trying to say like, nah, like I'm pretty sure Sanji would have taken Virgo. And in the back of my mind, I'm still hoping that this is the case without anything, but like it doesn't look like it. That's what.
See, the way I see it is like I think like you know a healthy Sanji versus healthy Virgo, right? I feel like Virgo would win. I don't think he'd win easily, but I don't think Sanji's leg would break though.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like
I mean, it seemed to me like his armament improved after that fight, though.
Who, Sanji?
Yeah.
How can you tell it's invisible?
No, you could see it against Judge.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean they commented on it too.
I
mean, did they comment on the color?
Nah.
No,
he just commented on. You're talking about in the Judge fight?
He's talking about when he uses when he uses ornament to try to kick him in the air, right? Judge in the air, or you talking about the part where he tries to touch the spear?
Yeah, because it makes sense in the also the way that like I think Oda tried to improve Zoro's observation against Pika and Sanji's armament against Virgo. Because they were both pretty bad. I mean, think about it. Because Zoro couldn't find Pika, and then he like trained himself to the point he could.
Yeah.
So I think the same happened with Sanji, and they even like commented on the fact that the tip of the sword, like Sanji could take it.
The thing is, like I don't know, like I just see it as like I want something that Sanji can do that like no one else could have done, or he would have not been able to do pre-time skip. Like I want him to do something crazy.
That's why I'm saying new feats, bro.
But see, there's like this weird thing with Sanji. It's like
I mean, it's not only about new features, and we need to see Sanji doing something good. You know, I mean,
that's why I wanted to
it was. Do you remember the year of Sanji stuff? I mean,
mistranslation.
Mistranslation.
I mean, yeah, no, it was a mistranslation. It was lost in translation when Greg from the podcast he translated what Oda had said in one of the interviews when Oda said "year of Sanji," and I forgot what it was. It was one of those things where like that's not what it meant in Japanese.
Yeah,
but like that's how he took
literally
it.
Translate to "year of Sanji."
Yeah,
but anyway, we need to see Sanji doing something cool. You know, a good battle. I mean, everything that is happening between Luffy and Katakuri, it should be Sanji there showing us some
shit. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Yeah,
you guys think
that's what I'm saying. Like, I want a full-on because you can't say that in a full-on fight we wouldn't see Sanji use something different and win, because that's how fights always go, like full-on fights. But the problem with Sanji is he always had clashes. Back even at Dressrosa, when Zoro was like fighting Pika full on, Sanji was like defending the boat, like clashing.
Yeah.
No, not clashing. He tried to fight Dofi. He just got whooped.
No, that was Dofi though. That was.
No, I know, and he got whooped. That's what I'm saying.
Like I'm not gonna lie, if that was Zoro and like Zoro could do what Sanji can in terms of Skywalk, I'm not saying he'd win by any means, but I'm saying like I think
he's not getting like bodied.
No, Luffy got bodied pretty hard the first time he went against Dofi. I wouldn't like just say Zoro wouldn't either.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
No, I'm not saying he wins either.
We weren't full on fighting them. Zoro was.
Yeah, I mean, like the first time Law and Dofi fought is like Law got dragged into town, then shot. I was like, Dofi was wrecking everybody.
This is Zoro. Come on. Okay, but no. I'm just being serious. Like for instance, like there's jokes about the whole like Zoro saying he's like twice as strong as Sanji. The whole.
Oh no, we know it's not a joke, Chris. That's Oda.
Yeah, but I forgot what else I was thinking of. Damn it, I can't remember. There was something I was thinking about earlier today when I was thinking of that quote, and there was something else that actually like hinted toward like Zoro being actually twice as strong as Sanji. And I know people don't like to think it, but like I don't know, like for instance, Scopper, like that's I think the only person in the story that we can really compare it to, like in terms of like who he would be, I guess Sanji. And we don't see anything with Scopper yet, but like Rayleigh to me was always someone that like if Gold Roger was fighting say Shiki, I don't see why like if Roger wasn't there that Shiki wouldn't fight like Silver, and Silver wouldn't have a decent chance of like fighting him and winning.
Hold on, like can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who the hell is Scopper Gaban? I always hear him, but I like where did he appear? Where did he appear? Like he's not in the manga. I swear.
It's in a data book. Oda tells him about him first in a data book.
Yeah, but he's the third mate or third mate.
I swear this guy doesn't exist.
No, he does.
There's no Scopper Gaban in Submit.
That's like you trying to say Bogart doesn't exist.
Bogart exists. I've seen him in the manga. It's like he has a name in it.
No, but I'm saying his name came from a data book. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Scopper, we never got his like name in the manga or the anime, but we do get it in the data book, and the Oda references who it is on Roger's ship, and we see him on Roger's ship. And like
those data books aren't even written by Oda though, aren't they?
Oh, they're like published by Shonen Jump though. And like whoever is,
we have some theory that maybe he already appeared in manga or something like that.
I'm pretty sure I know we've seen him at least in the whatchamacallit, the anime. I don't know if I can't remember off the top of my head if we've seen him in the manga.
No, but I mean there's this mysterious guy that speaks with Crocus.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I personally think that's Shiki. Like, it would make sense for why he's near.
I don't think he's Shiki.
The reason I think
there's also a strange shipyard.
Yeah, tell me he's wrong, Marco.
Shut the fuck up, Dan.
Yeah.
What?
No, this guy's an asshole.
I'm not.
Yeah, fuck you, Dan.
I was saying tell Chris why he's wrong and why that's not Shiki. Yeah.
I don't really think it would make.
The only reason I think so is if you like look at the timeline, 'cause the canon part of Shiki is him obviously existing and his plan, but not like the actual like details of his plan, but him saying that he'll be back in 20 years. And if you look at the timeline, that's right now. And so that would be like during this time skip, I could see him coming back, kind of like how oh damn it,
Shiki isn't canon, just like Scopper isn't.
No.
Wait, is his first name Scopper or is his like last name Scopper?
Gabon.
So Gaban's his first name?
Gabon's his last name. Kind of like Silver's Rayleigh.
Yeah, Rayleigh's his first. I thought Rayleigh was his first name.
No, Silver's is his first name. Rayleigh, I think. Damn it, now you're confusing me. They're like, that's what you do. But no, but like his details of his plans was can. But there's some other character that I was thinking of that like how like certain characters in the verse like they'll like talk to Garp and shit like that because they're like buddies even though they're enemies. They're kind of like frenemies. And so I see him talking to Crocus would be kind of like, okay, you're one of the last people that Gold Roger knew who was my rival and that I fought against and shit like that. And so like I have respect for you, so I'm gonna go talk to you. And like he might have told him his plan. I don't know. That's just how I see it. I think that's kind of him like warning him what's gonna happen in the world like coming soon.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. It's in the air. Like I can't think of many other people besides either Scopper or him. Like I think Scopper might be somehow, some way in Wano, and he's gonna be tied to the Katetsu guy, the guy who makes all the Katetsu blades. That's the only other place I could put like Scopper in the story that would make logical sense to me. I don't know about you guys.
I don't think he exists, so I don't think he's coming into the story.
Oh my gosh. Just doubting Oda left and right.
Oda didn't say it. Some guy who
said it. It's in the data book.
The data book isn't written by Oda.
Of course. Oh my god.
Is there a data book that says something like ridiculous, like Shanks didn't lose any power without his arm?
I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere.
Yeah, pretty sure there is. Why?
I don't know. The information that comes out of data books, it's kind of weird.
Wait, what do you mean? That's Oda saying that he didn't get weaker. How's that? What?
I mean, I believe that.
viable.
I'm gonna try and find out what kind of information we got from the data book that's just kind of unconfirmed.
I don't even know what he's saying anymore.
Yeah. That's like looking at a chapter, hearing what goes on in the chapter. And
No,
saying,
that's totally different. That'd be like if you're playing a video game and there was like a game magazine that came out and it was like, you could get to level 50 if you just fight this one boss or whatever.
I believe it. If it was like Game Informer. If it's a credible source, bro, I'm taking that shit. I'm believing it. But yeah, anything else? I'm surprised Steve never joined. But anything else that you guys want to talk about in the chapter, or in general?
Yeah, if you guys want to just talk in general, I think the chapter is not like super like.
Yeah, there's not a lot of detail in the chapter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can't go on forever.
I heard there's supposed to be a break, but I didn't see a break.
You're getting tired of these breaks, man.
I wanted to clear up the whole Sanji thing. Like, is he still hiding, or is that just not a thing anymore?
Didn't he kick off his mask this chapter?
I mean, yeah, but he's on Beige's ship. They're not gonna see him from there. Like, is he still gonna when they get close to Big Mom? Is he gonna put it back on, or?
Because the whole Cake 31, the 31 chefs are on Beige's ship too.
Yeah, but they had their memories wiped.
No, I know, but I don't know, man.
The fact that they said Black Leg out loud, I feel like they what?
Yeah, that was the funniest part. They're like, everyone was like, that guy's using his leg, and then they're like, Black Leg. I'm like, yo, shut up.
Yeah, that part didn't make sense to me. I just love the ending where like they all had like their hands on their fists. I don't know why that reminded. There's characters in Turco which I kind of feel like he's getting it from, which was like hinting at like the whole like idea of fucking the chefs are like the main crew, I guess, in their like organization. Because like I know Dan always talks about the Streusen thing. Like Streusen's like title is head chef.
Oh yeah, no, he's head chef. He's a vice captain, bro.
Yeah, head chef. Like vice captain to them would be a head chef. That's just the other name for it. But if there's a crew entirely of doctors and there's like a surgeon and shit like that, like he would be like the top.
Yeah, head surgeon, head whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Guys, we were talking about Gabon before, and I've just shared the link here in the.
Oh, okay. So
in the stream.
Chat.
We have a picture of a shipyard, which some guys think that can be Copper Gabon. I mean, if he just appeared once, and but the point is, look at how well drawn is this shipyard. I mean, the details in the character design, it really doesn't seem just like a random guy, you know.
The guy on the left, he reminds me of the guy from Kano, the leader of Kano right now. I don't know why. And those circles, they look familiar, like the circular patterns on his like little.
Oh, this piece of shit! Oh my
sweater.
god!
Oh, Skypiea. I mean, it looks little.
But like, if you look at the guy from Kano, when they go in, and he says like, "Oh, we'll wait for Don Shinjao to come back" and shit like that. And he has like the dragon tattoo on his head and stuff down his neck. Like, I don't know, that's what he kind of reminds me of for some reason.
If I'm not mistaken, this place is the West Blue, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, Kano's in West Blue.
I don't remember which chapter is it, but it's from before the event of the Marineford War, where the war is about to happen, and they show lots of places in the world, with different guys talking about what is happening. And in general, they're all random guys. But when it comes to this panel, isn't it strange that, you know,
there's a lot of detail to him.
The guy's cool as fuck. I mean, look at the character design. And he's all kind of mysterious, like he's sensing what is happening. You know, right. It's strange to think that it's just a random guy. And I mean, let's say you're Oda, for example, and you draw this guy. The character design is so good that I will save it for a kind of important character, you know?
Yeah, no, he put a lot of detail into the character compared to like all the other ones in that little flashback, or not flashback, the little side. I don't know what the hell to call it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean that like it doesn't remind me. I mean, kind of like his posture reminds me of Scopper a little bit, but he looks more to me like the guy from Kano. I don't know why.
And still about Copper Gabon, he actually appears in the main story, in a flashback from Buggy.
He does?
Perfect.
So,
You accept it now, Devil Lake? You accept it?
I don't know, man. We need evidence of these claims. I know Rayleigh was in one of Buggy's flashbacks, like at the beginning of the story, but I mean, Gabon? I don't know. I don't think this Gabon guy exists.
I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but the first time we've seen Garp was in a cover story. We're not even able to see his face. You know, we just discovered that random guy is Luffy's grandfather in the end of Enies Lobby arc. So you know, Gabon is canon. You guys deal with that.
You know, Gabon's probably canon. I'm just messing with you guys, but I mean, like, it's just I just don't understand how everybody knew about him.
You know,
because like his name would come up and like Scott Gabon. Yeah, I'm like, did I skip an arc or something? Who is this guy? I never heard of him.
Yeah, no, he was like kind of like low key in the community for a while. People didn't know like how important he was, and then we got the data book to confirm. So he was like one of the only other detailed characters next to Rayleigh. But I know he's basically what the Sanji would be on Roger's crew. That's why I feel like I want to. I don't know about that, but
yeah.
Oh, he was the third strongest.
But you mean what the Usopp would be, right, Chris?
Oh yeah, you're right. Dan.
What?
I was totally waiting for you to say something after I said it. But no. Yeah, I just think like we'll hopefully see him. Like I would assume that we see some relevance of maybe Mihawk in Wano, not him directly, but like I hope we hear about him somehow. That way we can put to Grimm's claims of there being a mysterious swordsman that's stronger than Mihawk the rest.
I mean, is Grimm saying that Fujitora is stronger than Mihawk?
I don't know.
He says it all the time. It's all right.
I mean, he is his favorite character, so Fuji is strong. Like I give him that, but not Mihawk.
I think Smoker's become my favorite character, but it's just such a bad favorite character now.
Smoker?
Yeah.
Nah, Smoker is awesome, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Wait, why is that a bad favorite?
Because he's weak now.
Ah,
he's not
who
weak
cares?
now.
That's what I'm saying. Just because someone's not like super strong doesn't mean you have to like not like them.
Than Sanji, it's
He was strong.
No. Smoker's not weak now.
Smoker is Yamcha level.
I mean,
no. Being Yamcha level in One Piece is like that means he could blow up planets or something, right?
No, he's not weak, but it's just that he used to be like stronger than Luffy. I mean,
he had Logia.
But that was literally only because he couldn't touch him. You know,
right? He should.
I mean, even if he could touch him, he was still. I'm pretty sure you could still, put the beat down on Luffy.
I mean, so
that's what
him, but I don't say he beat.
I'm just saying that he should be on par now.
Yeah,
but he's not. He's like.
That's why Kobe's there, right, Dan?
No, of course, Kobe's Gear 4 level, bro.
I mean, Kobe could get its spot without Smoker losing his.
How do you guys feel about Kobe?
Stronger than Smoker, right?
Honestly, about Kobe, I always forget he's a character.
Oh,
God. He's gonna be important, but I just never think about it.
Nah, he's cool. Yeah.
What do you guys expect out of Kobe, other than he's gonna be strong one day?
I expect him to capture Luffy the next time they meet up.
I think if the referees
like a legit 1v1, Kobe's gonna wreck Luffy, and yeah.
I feel like if Mary Joy gets invaded, for some reason I could see Kobe versus Sabo or something like that, like a clash of them.
Because like most of the time, the thing is like most of the time when people talk about Kobe, they're like, yeah, at the end of the series he's gonna be like the strongest character or whatever. But like, okay, but what is he gonna do about the story? Like, what is he doing for the story?
I mean, dude, he's gonna be the like top tier. Whatchamacallit? I mean, he's to me he's like the centerpiece around like why Luffy's like a good pirate, like a pirate that's like good. Well, Kobe's like the good marine. Does that make sense? Like there's like a select few of marines that are actually good, like the good sides like Hina.
I'm getting really mad. My team's so fucking bad.
Hina, Smoker, Tashigi, Helmipo, Garp, Sengoku, people like that, like Okiju, and then there's like the evil marines, which are like obviously like Virgo, Kainu, stuff like that. I just feel like Kobe's gonna be like the leader of the good marines.
Mm-hmm. It's a long ways ahead, though.
Yeah.
It's like with Luffy. It's a long ways ahead.
He's Gear 4 level. Confirmed.
Oh, yeah, he's literally currently Gear 4 level. Yeah. Like, no laughs right now. Gear 4 level, easy.
I legit think he's going to be stronger than Luffy, or just as strong when we see him next time.
Yeah, like he's going to be better than Zoro, hands down.
Yeah, just
because Helmeppo is going to be Zoro level.
Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to talk about the chapter. You guys think of how crazy it is, how durable Oven is?
Yeah, ran over.
Yeah, actually true.
That doesn't have
I wasn't even thinking about it like that, but yeah,
I mean, it's not crazy durable, but I mean, like he's pretty, like he's
tanking ships running over him and all this.
Yeah, fucking wood to the back of the head.
And he seems pretty okay.
I mean, then again, Gadatsu literally fell from Sky Island in Skypiea.
Yeah, that's falling. That's not a big deal.
No, that's a bigger thing than
It's just kind of weird when Big Mom Pirates are like, oh man, we would have died from that fall. It's like, I mean, okay, sure.
Like getting punched is not as bad as like falling, because like when you hit the ground, it's usually like stable. It doesn't move.
I'm saying like in One Piece, like hold on, I'm sorry, I'm doing something else too. In One Piece, is like being punched is probably more deadly than falling.
From a sky, he fell from the same height that Kaido fell from.
Yeah, but he had rocket boots on to soften the fall a little bit.
No, he didn't have any. He fell straight on his head.
He had rocket boots to.
He didn't have any rocket boots.
He had rocket boots on.
We see the fall.
He plummeted through the water, right?
He plummets head first.
And then and then he falls for a bit.
He doesn't go on land. He falls onto an island, bedrock.
I don't know how to take stuff like that then.
Well, I mean, you don't like cover stories.
That's why. Come on, doesn't even make any sense.
What kind of argument?
That's a low blow.
I'm just saying. It was in a cover story.
Zoro disrespect. Helmeppo ain't touching Zoro, says Waldo.
Yep.
I mean, let's see how people.
I mean, Pell survived the nuke, so
that's what I'm saying. Because Pell's OP.
Anything is possible.
Pell is not OP.
You can either give him his durability. You either give him the durability of taking a nuke or the speed of pacing the nuke.
Oh, come on.
Also, the Helmeppo comment.
They were better than me, Chris.
Volcar was a slept-on character. Like every main hero needs a sidekick.
Oh, Calgar is dude. It's not even funny.
What?
No, I'm saying how strong Calgar is.
Who?
Calgara.
No, what? What
the hell? Did you not hear me?
No, I know, but where the hell did that come from?
Weren't you just talking about Calgara? Right.
Bolgard. I said every hero needs a sidekick.
Oh, Bolgard?
Because they said Helmeppo's not going to be strong. And I said every hero has a sidekick. And I'm saying Bolgard, Rayleigh.
Oh, sorry. My volume was so low.
Just the whole side thing. I mean, I get how Kobe is going to get I guess really strong. I don't know how to put it.
You mean we're just gonna see his true potential? Yeah.
But then Helmeppo,
he's gonna be super strong too. Yeah.
I mean, no, I see it for Kobe, but I can't see.
Wait, why not Helmeppo?
I can't see it. It's not hyped. It's not.
Kobe was more of a bitch than Helmeppo was in the beginning.
Yep. I mean,
Helmeppo, if anything, it makes more sense for Helmeppo. Helmeppo is Captain Axe and Morgan's son. What do you mean?
The guy who knocked out Garp.
Yeah, that's Captain Morgan's son. What? Helmeppo's oh, come on, man. Sleeping on Helmeppo.
Is that his drive? I'm Morgan's son.
It used to be.
Yeah, and now he's just I'm gonna be Kobe's support.
I guess he's like a Zoro.
He realized Kobe was such a good friend to him, and he was being a dick. So now he's trying to actually help.
Yeah, he's
trained by Bolgard, bro. Imagine if Luffy was trained by Bolgard and Garp constantly, during their training at HQ with other OP people.
I mean, I understand. He's basically the Zoro of Kobe. And the next time he meets Zoro, it's be like, my captain's better than my captain's gonna be Pirate King.
And they're gonna fight. How many people are probably gonna get beat by Zoro, but then Kobe's gonna win his battle.
Yeah, Kobe's gonna beat Luffy, and then and then he's gonna save Helmeppo, and Zoro's gonna be like, what the fuck? What?
I'll be gonna do a dog mask just to troll Luffy.
That's
not. Kobe, Helmeppo not being strong wouldn't make sense in the story for where he's gonna eventually be and where he is right now. If they're out there capturing pirates that are top tier in the New Order or whatever, whatever you want to give them, the sheep's head of them, Helmeppo has to be able to hold his own against these people.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Like, just logically in the story, it makes too much sense. Then, like I said, he's being trained by Bogart, who's like a sword specialist. We see how fast he cuts that gun, like instantly, into like 50 pieces. And he was the one that was fighting Rayleigh back in the day, bro.
They've had admiral level teachers from the jump, dude.
Yeah, I guess he just needs some, like, not backstory, but like a little screen time.
Like, just think of how like Zoro commented on like his sword skills and how like they were like unique for how his sword style. I forgot what those blades are called, but like he's like, yeah,
Kamakiri, I think he said.
He's like, yeah, these are a unique blade style and like very difficult to handle. And yeah, he was doing it with ease.
Oh, dude, that's how Meppo, Axan Morgan's son.
He's gonna get rid of his hands and just have 2 blades on them.
Yep, just like Shiki.
Yep, you're gonna surpass his dad.
Yep. Oh my god, that was awesome.
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I'm Kamakiri helmet. You can imagine, bro. You're gonna be epic.
Yeah, I imagine him as like kind of like the Usopp for Kobe. Well, like when
so he's an actual god, yes.
Like when he needs a clutch, he clutches, kind of thing.
Yes.
Like I think that like there's a chance they're gonna be in Wano, and I think that like the sword team of like Zoro, Kuina, Tashigi, whatever, will be with Helmibo. Like Helmibo will be with them, and like he'll have to fight like a Daimyo or some shit. I don't know. That's probably me stretching a little bit, but that's what I want to see from him. Because if he's not strong by this point in the story, after 2 years of training, when they were that strong,
then
with
it's
like 2 months,
then it wouldn't make sense.
That's
honestly, it wouldn't make sense, and to like just give up on them,
Like story wise, it would be
like they're gonna be trash if they're not strong right now. They'll be trash.
Their growth of progress had to be like 1/10 of what it was prior. That would be
that
Well, I think it's a good time to end the stream. Everyone got quiet.
I guess so.
Well, thanks to everyone that came. Yeah, I don't know where everyone else went. Marco flew off. Went to go fight Chatty. Get his honor back.
Yeah. But, where's Steve-O? Where's Nikki?
Nah, Steve-O's probably sleeping. Probably had a hard day. Steve-O's like Santa's little helper right now.
What happened?
He works for UPS now.
Oh, UPS right now? Okay, word.
Anyways, so
literally.
Thanks for everyone that came through. Thanks, Marco. Super cool. And then like one guy that damn proud of for some reason.
How do you guys say it?
Anyways, thanks guys for coming through. And remember, Kobe Gear 4. Yep.
Kobe Gear 4. Wow.
Excuse me. Oh wait, what's that? Damn it! I almost forgot the outro. Ooh, that's a close one. Right there.
Okay, you're going? I'm going?
You go first, Nimmer. Come on. There's an order.
All right. Outer Haven?
Disperse. I almost This teaches Steve-O and Nikki not to leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little lack of enthusiasm.
No. That's gotta be. Remember the Steve-O when you watch the Steve-O, Nikki. Remember?
You didn't actually end it yet.
I know.